Hey guys, so our last video we did, we talked about what suppressor is right for you. In the comments, we saw a lot of people asking about how do you clean a suppressor? What's the best way to clean a suppressor? Do you need to clean one? So we're kind of gonna go over that right now. And we figured we'd use a 22, and this is gonna be applicable to all suppressors pretty much. It doesn't matter if it's our companies or another company's. 22 is very dirty. So a lot of subsonic rounds, 12 gauge now. Anything low pressure tends to get kind of caught up in there. It doesn't get blasted out. So we already have a couple hundred rounds on the suppressor. We got 300 more here, a couple mags loaded. We're gonna have like a mag loading party and a shooting party, pretty much just getting this thing dirty. And once it's all dirtied up, we're gonna clean it the way we prefer to do it. There's multiple ways to clean these things, but nice thing about ours is you can take it down, break it apart, and clean it, and we'll show you that after we shoot.
Oh boy. It's getting a little hot and it's raining.
Yeah, no, we're more than half. We're almost done. Rapid fire 300 rounds. She's hot right now. The RFX is too hot to handle. I'm gonna let her cool down. We'll go back inside. We'll kind of tear it apart and we'll show you how dirty the thing is, and then we'll proceed from there on the whole cleaning aspect of this, so stay tuned. All right, the can has cooled down a little bit. It's actually quite a bit. It's room temperature now. So I'm gonna take it off the gun here, and let's see how dirty this thing is. Yeah, it's definitely got some carbon. Nothing too crazy. But if I were to like not clean this and go another 500 or 1,000 rounds or whatever, it might get to the point where like it'd be a real pain to clean. So it's really important when maintaining a suppressor to kind of come up with a scheduled maintenance, like come up with a number that you think would be the best. In my case, I generally don't like to clean 22 caliber suppressors after about 500 rounds. Will I clean them? Yes, of course. But it makes it just a lot harder. So 5.56 and high pressure cans can kind of go a little bit further along without cleaning, because a lot of that pressure blows out some of the carbon and lead. Contrary to popular belief, you do have to clean suppressors. They don't just magically clean themselves. They will get carbon and lead built up. I guess if you got a suppressor really hot, it would break off some of that stuff, but that's just not good for the metallurgy either. So in general, with most suppressors, it's a good idea to set a schedule, set a time period or round count, take it off your gun, clean it, and your suppressor will last you a lot longer and give you much better performance and overall a more enjoyable experience throughout the life of your suppressor. Because as carbon and lead builds up inside the can, you get less volume because there's just less space for the gases to expand. So over time, your suppressor will get heavier and it won't sound as quiet, to the point where I've seen suppressors completely filled with lead and carbon to where it's just a barrel extension at that point. There's no baffles, there's nothing. It's just a tube. So good idea to get in here. Nice thing about ours is that you can take them apart and break them down baffle by baffle and really get into the nooks and crannies. We're gonna soak this can in a solvent and kind of break it up, let it, on that molecular level, kind of let it break down, and then we'll come in there with like a pick and a brush and a rag, and we'll get all the other pieces out. Sealed suppressors, you can do the same thing. You just kind of have to soak them and then run them through water until you feel like it's all the way out. I said in a couple previous videos before, I've talked about it again, it's a good idea to weigh your suppressor when you first get it. Get an ounce or a pound rating on it. And then after you start shooting, you'll see that weight start to increase. That's generally when you want to clean it. If you start seeing any weight increase at all, clean it, because you're actually building up enough to actually register on the weight scale now. So let's throw her in the tank. Let's get her soaked. And generally, it's a good idea to kind of watch your suppressor. Some of the cleaning companies will tell you how long to put it in there for. That's going to depend on your finish as well. If you have a Cerakote finish or anodizing or whatever it is, keep in mind your finish can wear if you keep it in too long. So we'll throw it in there. I'll come back tomorrow around, right now it is almost 4:45 Mountain Time in the afternoon. So I'll come back tomorrow around 4:45. I'll check on it. If the finish looks okay, I'll probably let it set for another 24 hours for a total of 48. All right, so you got your cleaning kit. And a lot of companies now, including Otis, make suppressor cleaning kits. It used to be back in the day, you had to make a toxic dip, and it was very hazardous to your health and not safe to handle and all that stuff. Now they have non-hazardous cleaning solutions that you can use. And according to this one, it says that it is safe on anodized aluminum. So I'm not too worried about this. Generally, with an ultrasonic cleaner or something like that, if your can is anodized or Cerakoted, sometimes you have to kind of worry about the finish. We're just gonna go through and give it a test shot. This is my first time using this Otis cleaning kit. So your idea of how it's going to be is just as good as mine. I have high hopes for it. I've used other cleaning company or other companies' cleaning solutions in the past. They've worked okay, but this one, I've heard good things about it. Safety first. Let's get our gloves on. And wouldn't you know, these gloves are too small for me. Yeah, I'm not getting this glove on. And the solution calls for a 1-to-1 ratio of the concentrated cleaning fluid with warm or hot water. And it says dilution ratios are only suggested and may vary depending on the application of the solution. So it says on here for rimfire, 350 to 500 rounds. We have about 500 rounds through here. So this is on the higher end of what they consider dirty, according to them. So I'll probably just start off with the 1-to-1 ratio, pull it out tomorrow, see how it looks, and I'll kind of get take a mental note, like, okay, it did, let's say hypothetically, it cleaned about 80% of all the stuff out. Well, now I know for next time, I'll probably go a little bit higher in dilution. Or tomorrow, I take it out, it's like spick and span, completely clean. Next time, I might try a lower ratio. So it says to put it in threads up. So I'm going to put it in threads up. That means the direct thread mount is facing the top, and I'm going to do a 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm pretty much gonna put solution in halfway up the suppressor. I'm gonna go outside to the sink, get some hot water, fill the rest of it up till the suppressor is submerged, and seal it off and wait. So they did include some brushes, which was nice of them, all different types. We've got nylon, brass, and steel. And we have some CLP to kind of finish it after, to kind of give it a nice lubricated coating after. And they give you a microfiber cloth with gloves. The most complete kit that I've honestly seen so far from the company, which is pretty cool. You know what? That's about half. I'm gonna take it outside, get some hot water. Stay tuned. Water, I don't know if you can tell or not, there's only a little bit of a window right here. Water has been added to the solution. The suppressor is now completely submerged. I'm gonna cap it off. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at around 5 o'clock. All right, guys, well, it's been a while, a couple days actually. Welcome back. And the suppressor has been sitting here, like I said, for about 48 hours now. And I know I said 24 hours or 1 day to begin with. I just really want to test this solution and see if it really was safe on anodizing, because some ultrasonic cleaners and other solutions can kind of be rough on the finish, and this says perfectly fine. So from my initial observation, the anodizing actually looks okay. I'm gonna pretty much just do what it says. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna take it apart first, kind of look at it, kind of see what the solution did by itself. Then I'm gonna rinse it out under some hot water and use some of the tools to kind of get in the nooks and crannies, and I'll show you what that looks like right now. We have our suppressor. There we go. And there she is. So initially, the suppressor looks brand new on the outside, which that's pretty cool. There's no deterioration of the anodizing at all. Let's see what happens on the inside here. Interesting. If I wipe this, what happens? Okay, so yeah, you can see it's cleaned off a lot of the carbon. Oh yeah, and it scrapes right off with the steel brush. Let me try the brass one. Yep, that works too. Okay, so now I'm just gonna rinse this off, get all the stuff out of it, take it apart, and kind of get my elbow grease involved with these brushes and get all the lead and carbon out that I can. And I can tell you right now, it looks like this can's gonna be almost like new when it's done. Let's wash it out and go from there. Okay, water's hot. Machines are running, we're building those baffles and those parts for you. Just kind of wash it out here, take it apart. Pretty impressive, actually. And keep in mind, we had over 500 rounds on this thing. So that's past the actual cleaning schedule. You really should clean these things. So for being over 500 rounds, that's pretty good. A little bit of elbow grease, should be just like new. Let's go back inside. Okay, now that we've rinsed it off, you're just gonna go in here now with your brushes, or if you got like a brass pick at home, you can use a toothbrush, but it comes with everything you need pretty much. Hit it with the old elbow grease, and it might take you anywhere from 5 minutes or longer, depending on how much you really shot this thing before you cleaned it. I have some lead built up right here that I'm just taking my brush to, and it comes right off. So, like I said, break it down with our system. You can break it down baffle by baffle. If this was a sealed suppressor, you might have to do it again because you went over your, your round count. If you've only shot your can 100 or 200 rounds, this solution would definitely yield results where I would assume it would be completely clean, because over 500 rounds, with just some brushing, I'm pretty much able to get all the excess off. Yeah, the baffles look, I mean, I can see all the, I can see the anodizing, I can see the clipping and the bore are completely clean. I mean, essentially, it doesn't have to be perfect unless you're OCD like me, because that's the way I like mine perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect. This right here is good enough. I mean, that's gonna take your suppressor back to the performance that it was when you first got it. Like I said, just kind of go through, get in the nooks and crannies, and after you're done, give it a nice coating of CLP on the outside. That'll just help protect the finish. And you're pretty much ready to remount it to your firearm and start shooting again. I'll be here if you guys need me. Right below what you guys want to see next, or any questions you have about suppressors. And make sure to share this video to other people, because we get a lot of questions actually about how to clean suppressors. So the more people that see this, the better. The JK Armament series of suppressors are modular and user serviceable. And with a lot of companies like Otis making fantastic cleaning products, it makes our job and your job a lot easier, because back in the day, it was literally just toothbrush and CLP and just kind of get in there if you can. Now we have, you know, it's a lot better now. Technology is an amazing thing, just like our suppressor technology. Find out for yourself, get yours today, and start shooting quietly. So I'll see you on the range after I get this thing back together, and thanks for watching.